Today I'm going to be making some Worry Stone pendants and bag charms using these moulds that I've made myself. I'm going to be using the Let's Resin Magic Pour, and I've got some colours from Homeware Designs. I've got cinnamon, ruby, princely purple and mermaid. So we'll start by getting some of the Magic Pour mixed up. So let's just pop some water into my cup first. Pop that in there. I'm not going to need a lot, so it's probably more than enough. And then let's get some powder in there. This is normally mixed up to a ratio of 3:1 by weight, but I've been using this for quite a while now, so I generally know the consistency that it should be. So let's just add some of that powder in there. And then get that mixed in. Mixes in really easy, this Magic Pour. That's a bit too watery, so let's add some more powder. Another scoop of that going in. Get that mixed in. Now that's all mixed, let's just pop that to one side for a minute. And then I'm going to split that into 4 little cups. So let's just put some of this into these. I've probably made up way too much. Never mind, I'll find something for the leftovers. All right, so with the first one, let's do this one's going to be a little piggy. So I'm going to use the ruby. I don't want a lot of pigment because I want it to be like a pink colour. So I'll just put a little bit on my stick there. If I can get some out, there we go. And get that mixed in. I think that's looking okay. So let's pour that one into there. There's some sections here that I need to make sure it's gone into. It's got some ears in there. Just give that little tap and then top that one up. So that's that one done. Got some left over. Let's do something with that later. Just give that another little tap, move that one over. Let's do this one next. This one's a little teddy bear. So I'm going to use the cinnamon for this one. Let's just put 1 drop in there. Oopsie days, that might be too much. Let's just give that a mix. See if that's okay. That'll be okay actually. And that will be fine. Right, so same again with this one. I'm just going to pour in a small amount first and then give this a little squish. Make sure I get into the ears in that one. Give that a little tap and then top that one up. So that's that one done. Right, let's scoot that one on over. And then this one, let's do this one in, let's use mermaid for this one. A little drop of that going in there. And then get that one mixed in. I love this colour mermaid. It's a beautiful blue, this one. So that's that colour. Let's marble this one with these two. So let's just put some of that, 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 some of that. Don't know how that's going to come out, but that will be okay for that one. Just give that a little tap, scoop that one in over there, and then in this last one let's do the princely purple. So a drop of that. Let's do this one marbled actually. So let's just put a little bit on my stick. And then just gonna get that mixed in like that. That will probably do. And then pour that one in there. This one takes a little bit more than the others. There we go. Right, so I need to find something for my leftovers. I think that one could do with a little bit of a top up. Let's just top that one up a little bit. Right, and I'll just top that one up a little bit as well. There we go. Right, so I'll find something for my leftovers and then I'll see you back for demold. These are all cured now, and with the leftover Eco, I just popped it all into a pot and did a little tea light. So let's see how this has come out. Oh, it's quite pretty actually. It's gone a bit out of shape, but hopefully the top bit will still be okay. That's pretty, like that. Oh, and I filled it up with, I was a bit short in the mould, so I just added some stones. So that's what you can see in there. Right, lovely. Right, let's get these ones out next. So this one should be a little piggy. Make sure I don't break his ears off. So that's the little piggy, and he's a little worry stone. That's him. Let's do the bear next. Let's pop this one out. Again, I need to be careful with his ears. Don't want to snap them off. Let's have a look at him. Ah, little dent there for your finger or thumb as well. And I just made the original out of some polymer clay and then took a mould from those. So that's those two. Right, let's do this one next. This one's a pattern one. The same again, I did one from polymer clay first. So that's that little worry stone. And then let's pop this one out. This one should have eyes on him. So that's that one. Right, so let's make these two into pendants, I think, and these two larger ones into some bag charms. So first of all, these are all going to need sanding on the bottoms because I've got some over pour there. So I'm going to use the Let's Resin sander in its cradle. So just hold down the button to turn it on, press it again to start it. And then I'm just going to file down all the bottoms. So I'll do that to all of them and then I'll see you back in a minute. They're all nice and smooth on the bottoms now, so that's that done. So next I'm going to use a black Sharpie pen and give the little piggy some little nostrils. So a bit of black in there, and then give him his eyes. And then I'm just going to use a pink pan and give him some pink ears. So I'm just going to colour those in. And today's video is part of a little mini jewellery collab. So I'll put in everyone's channel names in my description box so you can go and check out all the others. Right, so that's one ear. Let's do the other one. Colour that side in. I got these pens off of Temu, but they don't seem to be available now, which is a shame because they're really nice. I like the fact that it's got a a brush nib, and on the other end you've got a chisel nib. But yeah, I can't find them on there to link them, but they are really nice. I think there's similar ones, but they're not white like this, they're black. Right, so that's the little piggy. That's him done. Right, let's use the pink on the little bear's paws. Let's see if that shows up on there. Put that in there, do some little dots in there for his pads. It's not really showing up that well, is it? Maybe that could do with being a different colour. Right, I'll find a different colour for that, but let's do his eyes. Colour his eyes in. Like that. Like that. And then just need to go around the outside edges. And then same again with his nose. Just colour his nose in. So that's how he's looking at the moment. I think I'll find a different pen for his pads though. Let's see if a darker purple works better. Oh yeah, it's a bit better. Can see that a bit better now. Let's just do those other bits there. That's better. So that's him done. Right, so next let's do the eyes on this one. I think I use this black pen for this one. So give him his eyes. Colour both of those in. Just around the side there as well. And the same again on the other side. So that's his eyes. And then I'm going to use the thinner Sharpie pen to do his little smiley mouth there. Give him a little smile. So that's him done. And I think I'll leave that one as it is. So I'll just leave these to dry out for a little while, and then we can move on to waxing these two and finishing off the little piggy and the bear. So for these two, I've drilled a couple of holes in the top of them, and I'm going to use these, I don't know what you call them, little hook eye things. So I'm going to use some Gorilla Glue. So I'm just going to pop some, let's put some in a little pot. Actually, let's just put some on the back of there. Put some glue there. And then dip that into there. Cover that screw. And then pop that into there. And then I'm just going to give that a squirt with some activator spray. That just speeds up the glue. Just make sure I've got that around the right way. And then the same with this one. Pop some glue onto there. And then pop that in there. And then give that one a little squirt. So that's those done for the time being. Right, so next, these two for pendants, they're going to need some bails on the back. So I've got these flat back bails to put on these two. So let's put some glue on the back of here. Let's put some glue on that bit. And then I'm going to give the back of the bear a squirt with the activator spray, and then hold that down in place there. So that's the bear, and then I'll do the same again with the little piggy. So a bit of glue on there, and then spray the back, and then add the bail onto the back of that one. So that's the little piggy done. Right, so next let's get rid of that glue before I stick my fingers to that. For the two bag charms, I'm going to seal these using my own homemade sealing wax, and there is a link for this in my description box if you'd like to get yourself some. So I'm just going to put some on a cloth and then wipe this over. See how lovely that brings out the colour there. So give that a good coating all over. Going to do the backs as well because it has been stood now overnight, so they're okay to seal. So that's that one, and then same again with this one. Going to give that one a good seal as well. Do the backs of that one. Right, so while we're leaving that to soak in for a bit, I think we can do these. But for these ones, because they're going to be for pendants, I think they could do with a little bit of a stronger seal. So I'm going to use some UV resin, and I've popped some of this into these black bottles because at the moment I've been using some nail varnish UV resin top coat, but the lovely Tina from Pour Resin with Love, she gave us the links to these bottles, so that's a fab idea. So I'm just going to give these a coat with UV, and then just so much easier just to brush on. So I'm going to give that a good coat, cover over everywhere, get down into that, smooth it out the best I can, and I'll do the back after. So that's looking okay like that, and then I'm just going to use my Let's Resin UV lamp and then cure that for 3 minutes under there. So that's the fronts of those done, and I've also done the backs there. So that's the little bear, and then we've got the little piglet. So just need to finish those off with some chains now. So just going to pop that through there, and then do that one back up. So that's our little Piggy Worry Stone Pendant. And then same with the bear. Just going to add my chain to that one and do that one back up. So then that's the little teddy bear worry stone pendant. So that's those two done. So now I can give these a little buff. So I'm just going to use a clean dry cloth, buff these over. Lovely. Same with that one. Give that one a good buff. So that's those two ready now. So I've cut off of this chain, ball chain stuff. I've got 2 lengths of that there. So for these, I'm just gonna pop that through there, and then you get these little clip things to join them together. So let's get 2 of those out. Let's hold it with my tweezers, I think. Whoops. Let's get another one. And then you just put one end of the ball through into there. Give that a pull. And then you just join that up the same way with the other end. So just going to attach that onto there, and then you can take it on and off your bags. So that's that one done as a bag charm. So I'll do the same with this one. So same again, just going to pop that through that and then add the little joiner to that. So then that's my second one done. So that's my 2 bag charms and my 2 pendants. My little worry stone little set there, and my little tea light with the extras. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today. Stay tuned for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.
The sunlight gleaming through the pane on my little houseboat domain. Got my molds and colors bright, crafting magic day and night, floating gently on the bay, watching little fishes play. But my mind's on swirls and gleam, living out a crafty dream. Got my epoxy hardener too, mix 'em up a shade of blue, pour it slow with careful hand. Let's start resin in the land. Resin magic on the houseboat, turning plastic into gold. Little trinkets, shiny new, crafted just for me and you. From a simple little